Hello guys, and welcome to episode 11 of the Sino-Soviet Union playthrough. Towards the end of the last episode, we ended up declaring war on Saudi Arabia, starting our conquest of the Middle East and claiming the untapped oil regions of the world so that we could stop NATO from having them. In this episode, we're going to continue that war. We're going to see a good old friend of the Soviet Union's and continue progressing our nations. Enjoy the episode. My AI's chosen a really weird route to get all these other troops down here. It's going through the Suez, around the Middle East, into this port of Iraq.
Wait, the one you just took?
No. In fact, let me just grab all of this, and I'm gonna send it. Where is it?
Oh, I see it.
I'm gonna send it right over here. This might be a little excessive. This might just be a little bit excessive. Oh god.
Oh yeah, it's working, I guess.
That's way too much. Here, take some of the stuff over here, boys. Take some of this. You're gonna need supplies. Take it from them.
Just think, with every successful war like this, we're getting closer and closer to the big boy wars.
That's not exactly very instilling with confidence, considering that we're not ready for it.
Well, I mean, it's not going to happen for a bit, but it's just something that we have to get focused for, especially me. And I am kind of getting focused for it. I'm paying off all my debts slowly.
Just slowly securing towns and such. I've lost a total of like 2 units this entire war. And they've all just been recons that went further than they should have.
Chinese Malaya is doing very well.
Are they?
238 mil in their treasury.
Yeah, that is better.
Wait, hold on. They may have taken out notable debt for it.
They already had notable debt. I've lost my 3rd unit of the whole war, and it was another recon. It's literally just recon that are dying. Their capital is basically almost fucked. I got more coming in just in case it doesn't get fucked, and it's gonna get fucked. There is an Indian heavy supply truck over here coming to help me. An Indian heavy supply truck. What the fuck? That's so random.
We took their capital.
And I took their capital. Do they want to keep fighting? Or are they done? They look like they want to keep fighting. And they moved their capital to a really weird random place.
We took their capital.
Oh, and I already took it.
How's your war going?
It's going pretty well. I've taken their capital twice. Taken money and resources from their treasury. They moved their capital again. They moved it, like, south. Another recon died. No. Oh, the only thing is
Oh no, what are you going to do with the recons dying? They're like the... They're like the most whole important parts. Your army.
Oh god, a good chunk of my army just caught up and got supply, and they're pushing down the western road.
I saw that.
I sent them all at once, not knowing how long it would take, but they've already pushed pretty far down the road.
Yeah, you might want to just head north with your, unless you want to take all the way to the border.
I'm going south because they have, like, they have stuff down there that produces supplies. Dude, there's people from all over the Warsaw Pact sending troops and stuff over here. Like, I see people from all over Europe coming to fucking help me fight over here. I don't need this much help, guys. Thank you, but why are you all sending troops over here?
They're like, hey, you're our leader. We have to make sure you succeed.
Jesus Christ, the amount of troops people are sending over here. Like, just everyone from Europe is sending troops. It's really not necessary.
You got Poland here.
I'm gonna pump it up to very fast. This is going pretty... This is just slowed down by supplies. It's going pretty well.
You got Bulgaria. Your recons are acting weird.
They're dancing. Leave them alone. It's traditional. Pretty much just waiting on supplies.
You're waiting on a barrier right now.
Well, look how much I've done, even with little to no supply. A whole bunch of troops shooting at the capital now. It's so close to falling. And there it
We took
goes.
their capital.
Another dead capital. Anything else, Saudi Arabia? You want to keep fighting? What? You want to keep going? Something you want?
Do they have anywhere they can move it?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, geez, on.
Like down there. Or just saved
Now
an
you have a
anti-tank
dancing
sleigh.
tank.
That's an anti-tank, actually. Tank destroyer.
What?
The march of the anti-tank. Shh, it's okay.
It's just shaking its rear at the city like, you can't destroy me.
Like, nah, look at my butt. Even Ethiopia is sending troops. What the fuck? Why are so many people getting... All I needed to do was, like, send one troop, take a spot, and let my allies run over to fight the war for me, apparently. Like... Because that's what's happening.
Well, think of it this way. If you really need them, they should come and help you.
Yeah, no shit. I expected that from all these guys. I didn't think they'd come get involved in the Middle East. But look at... Just zoom out and look at all the dots going around the Middle East. You probably can't see all the ones I can, but... There's so many.
I can only see into your war zone.
Oh,
And
God.
Egypt.
So many of the tanks just reached the fucking city. Oh god, look at it go.
It's almost over because I don't think they have anywhere else they can move.
I've lost 4 recon during this war. That's all I've lost. No, they have some places they can move it. It's just a matter of do they have the fight left in them.
Because the only place I saw was Abu Arash.
We took their capital.
Took their capital again. I know they have more places than just that. I think I'm good to set the Middle East to medium at this point. Like, this is excessive. This is such a massive invasion for no reason. Can you see all the troops that are here? Can you see how many troops that aren't even mine are here?
I can see whatever's in Saudi Arabia and along the channel that goes between Saudi Arabia and Egypt. But I see all the dots surrounding the continent, and that would be something you would attack France or
Yeah, this would be for like the war in Europe, but it's just fighting over
Spain.
Saudi Arabia. Like, this is nothing. And yet this is what's happening. I can't believe all the people that have sent help. Like, all the random ass nations. Oh, Iraq has had a government upheaval. And they're leaning towards us now, so I'll support that change. Do I still have my treaties with them? I don't. Well, I'm gonna have to get them back because I was kind of basing this out of them. I'll go ahead and also plop some rails down in this fucking hellhole. And the war's over. We now have a Soviet Saudi Arabia.
how does it feel to have more oil under your control?
Pretty nice, pretty nice.
And the ability to turn off all your oil, well, a lot of your oil production in your nation.
Realistically, I could turn off all my oil production and just barely be getting enough from my colonies for everything I need.
I said a lot because I didn't know how close to being above you would be. But hey, you take Iran next. Actually, Iran has a bit more than Saudi Arabia has.
Iran does have more than Saudi Arabia, that is true. I just wanted to go for the smaller target first. I'm placing down railroads in Soviet Saudi Arabia from some key points, because boy is it necessary.
But hey, now we have a presence in the Middle East.
A more direct presence, I guess. We already had presence. I'm just building rails all over Saudi Arabia right now. Totally not the most efficient ways either. I'm just building them places they need to be built. Saudi Arabia looks like it will be a self-sustaining colony. It's in debt right now, but it's actually holding its own with no support from me, even while I'm making it build a bunch of railroads and other roads and stuff. Where's all this fighting? Do you hear all this fighting? Some of the units are being retarded and trying to get to where they're going by going through Italy, like into Italy, which naturally they don't have permission to do it. And as a result, like, East Germany is just losing troops because they're being retarded. There's also Polish troops trying to go through Yugoslavia. Like, you don't have permissions, don't try to go through there. What are you doing?
I always told my people not to go anywhere like that.
Yeah, it's just the AI being stupid AI, the foreign AI, and they're losing troops because of it, which is unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do about it. The most unfortunate thing about all of this stuff that's happening right now, like all those troops from Denmark, by the way, that are sitting in Italy are just getting free XP. Not all the countries are being retarded, just specific ones like Poland and East Germany and a little bit of Czechoslovakia. They're being a little retarded. Romania is being just hunky-dory fine, being normal. This is one reason why the next generation of SRU should be so much better, is because stuff like this probably shouldn't happen.
Well, hopefully they took time to program and get all the kinks out on it.
Well, they haven't even started it. Like, they've announced that they'll do it, but they haven't even put, like... They're still finishing their other game.
Well, they probably have, like, the base layer done, like, for the, tool that they're going to use, because I doubt they're going to use the same engine to create that game as they did for this one. I could be wrong, but when it starts becoming a decade old, companies usually at least flip to
They didn't think they were even going to make a new one until recently, so I doubt they have any tools or anything.
Where'd all your money go?
Into war. I have a massive army, and when it deploys for war, it gets expensive. Because of how much my spending goes up during war, I noticed my inflation actually goes up during war, even with tourism going down. Now, one funny thing is, this is also increasing like casus belli between certain nations right now. So it'd be funny if these suicide runs of units actually set off a war. That'd be just a ridiculous yet funny way to have a war start. Oh yeah, war started because they were suiciding troops at each other. I'm still building more rails in Saudi Arabia because Jesus Christ, Saudi Arabia needs rails. Political tension and unrest in Pakistan. I will condemn the government because they're leaning blue.
I got an alliance with East Germany, I think. Yeah, I can see into East Germany now. Let's see if I can get Albania.
I got some of Saudi Arabia's old units, and my god, they're pretty terrible. A lot of the railroads are finishing, though. That's a good thing. I think the AI suiciding into Italy is just about over, which is good. East Germany lost like 48 units, and Poland 36. Czechoslovakia 18, just suiciding. Pakistan has lost 34 units, and I don't remember them fighting, so they've also done some silly things. Damn, they have a lot of untapped oil, Jesus Christ. They have a lot of untapped oil. So a lot of my colonies have a lot of untapped oil. Jesus Christ. I will never need for oil. Iran shouldn't be as tough of a target. They have a lot more road networks and shit like that set up.
They could be a bit tougher in the units, but you still should be better off because you'll be able to get more units moving faster.
Yeah. And they're connected by land. I just have to drive some units down the Caucasus to get there.
You have to get your treaty integrity back up.
My treaty integrity is still pretty high, 78.3%.
Oh, well, I thought it might have taken a bit more of a nosedive.
Well, it was at like 88 point something, almost 89%. I let it get really high before I declared war. I triggered a lot of the world with that attack. People's provocation for me is ginormous right now.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have done it.
I'm definitely gonna wait some time to let the world cool down before I do that again. Iran's the most likely to attack me with 55% justification towards me.
And hey, that could potentially be your next target.
I mean, if they attacked me, easy mode, I'm gonna go fucking take them over. But if they're not gonna.
Maybe you should try to provoke them into attacking you.
No, I have too much stuff to do with money to make that a thing. I'm so much stronger than them, they really wouldn't attack me.
I am almost in deflation.
How did you do that? What?
I don't know. Like, right after the war, it started going down.
Yeah, your tourism still never recovered. Mine has already pretty much recovered. U.S. is building 2 more research centers. Oh. U.S. is starting to get ahead of me in tech. I am building another research center as we speak. It should be done sooner rather than later. I'm going to release control of oil for a bit, and I'm going to see what happens now that my inflation is back under control. I'm curious. I'm curious if it will stay profitable if I just start exporting just en masse. Because I could use money. Rubber is once again profitable, so I'm going to release control of that as well.
I should have mine on the open market.
I definitely need money, so it's time to start opening up some trades.
I put stuff on the open market, it's selling like crazy for rubber.
Yeah, rubber. The price is high. It's so high that my synthesized rubber makes a profit for right now. I think the price is tanking right now.
Yeah, that's kind of for me. I sold like 60k in the past day.
Yeah, you're tanking the price like crazy.
I just lost food.
You lost food?
Yeah.
Explain.
I got that food event.
Every time we've been back at the menu, I've always forgotten to check if the random events were enabled or not. I noticed the higher treaty integrity you get, the longer it takes to raise. Especially once you get into the 90s, it just starts taking forever to go up. Batista flees to the Dominican Republic, is effectively surrendering Cuba to Fidel Castro. Fidel Castro is now in power. They are no longer NATO-leaning. They're communist. They went from NATO-aligned to non-aligned, just like that. They're communist, and they just spawned with, like, max relations with me, almost. Well, I can get all the treaties sort of formal alliance with them just for free due to that change. I now effectively have Cuba on my side. Not that Cuba's worth very much.
They hate me. Their citizens disapprove of me. The government feels outraged by me.
Because it probably didn't update Cuba by, like, the old leader to the new one for you? Whereas for me, it was scripted to go this way.
And they have a 31% war justification towards me.
For me, it's like they're my best friend, except they won't take a military formal alliance. And the U.S. is looking just scarier by the day. They're getting ahead in research. Their military's growing at a rate much faster than mine. Their economy's a powerhouse. They're gaining population at a crazy rate. They're becoming scarier and scarier. This is definitely the harder of the two sides to play. Damn, Ceylon hates my guts now. Although, they still have all the treaties with me. Paraguay's going the same way.
What did you do to them, Russ?
Nothing that I can think of, I'll tell you that much. No, I just did something pretty crazy. I just sold 132 million barrels of oil in one go.
Yeah, that's pretty much tanking the,
No, what's tanking the market of oil, what's tanked it by a couple bucks, is the fact that I'm making my 100% capacity and constantly exporting it. But now I just went to India and sold them literally a bunch of oil just directly. Because they're one of the top importers that are actually, like, friendly to me. I went ahead and just sold them 2.5 million M3 of timber as well. I'm just selling things to them in bulk, because they like having things in bulk, I've noticed. And I want to make them like me more, because they don't like me as much as they used to. And I'd rather not have to fight India, quite frankly.
I wonder why they don't like you as much.
Because they were never fully friends with me, and I just declared war on a poor, innocent country.
Could it be the fact that North Vietnam and I caused destabilization not too far from them?
It
And
could be
then
that
you
too,
attack
but...
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. And they are also a democracy, so they're just inclined not to like me from the get-go.
Oh, Rez, look at my credit rating.
It's going up. Good. Your inflation is so teeny fucking tiny, dude. It's ridiculous.
Hey, leave my modern economy alone, okay?
That's not a modern economy. Modern economies don't run with inflations like that.
I mean, it's 1.2 off, okay?
The modern point that everybody likes is 3%, Demo. 3%.
If you're the US, it's 2%. Guess what I just put into building?
What?
I built 9 buildings. Take guess what these 9 buildings are.
Naval production, I see them. 9 naval production facilities, Jesus.
No.
Oh no, production facilities in general. I see some air and some land as well.
I was like, wait, what? I didn't build 9 naval. I built 5 naval. 2 land.
Well, that is inflating it a little bit, yeah.
And 2 aircraft. Because like you were saying, I need to get larger military faster, so I was like, one way is the research facility, which I don't really need. Or
You
I
could
can
also
get-
just deploy your military. That's a good way to keep your inflation up.
Yeah, but this way I'll be able to get more units quicker and be more productive long term. So which route do you prefer? Me getting more facilities or deploying my forces?
All I know is when you have your forces deployed, you have a more accurate representation of what it's going to look like when you're at war, inflation-wise and etc. Whereas if you don't have them deployed and then you go to war, you deploy them, you might find yourself a little fucked over. And I don't mean having all your units deployed. I don't have all my units deployed. In fact, I have most of my units in reserve. But I have enough deployed that I'm ready just in case anything happens. Because as we've seen, shit can hit the fan at any time.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to deploy anything. I mean, reserve anything else that comes out.
I give the AI the initiative to reserve and deploy things as he so sees, and he leaves 2/3 of my stuff in reserves. Just by himself.
I'll give my AI medium.
It's a good way to keep your units ready and also to know, generally, if you need to have higher or lower inflation and stuff for when wartime comes around. And you can also adjust the cost of having the units deployed simply by fucking with the maintenance and training slider.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I need to get some more income.
The United States is up to like 2 million almost. Almost 2 million deployed units. At peacetime. The fuck? France is still above 1 million, although they're at war, so it's more understandable.
Yeah, why is France still at war?
I don't know. I don't know why they're not making peace.
There you go, I have 15 mil profit.
I have an 87 mil deficit and I'm still making money.
Yeah, but you get trades, I don't.
Yeah, I'm selling stuff. I'm selling oil, I'm selling timber, I'm selling rubber, metal ore, electricity, and industrial goods.
They should be coming to
Consumer
me
goods.
for that stuff, but they're like, nope.
I'm selling this on the market. They're not coming to me for it. Coal I have plenty of, but I can't sell because the cost for it on the market is lower than my actual production price. I turned all my coal plants off because my usage of coal is lower than what my colonies are giving me. There's already shooting. Oh. That was over Switzerland. That was over Switzerland.
Wait, what was over Switzerland?
Whatever that shooting was, it was over Switzerland. Someone who's not supposed to be in Switzerland tried going into Switzerland. I don't know, the AI do stupid shit all the time.
Yeah, I gotta start buying metal ore.
You do. Well, lucky for you, I'm the top exporter. And then Soviet Ukraine. Well, actually, no, they're exporting it to me. But I am the top exporter of metal ore. How you doing? Yo, anywhere that I can see, like, anyone, I can see just how much mutual defenses and shit are in the world. Like, Switzerland is filled with Australians. And Italy is filled with Danish. It's just... they're everywhere. Yugoslavia likes me, but they don't love me, and their citizens just fucking hate me, and I don't have the money to just make them like me, so Yugoslavia is just like, they're my version of Tibet. They're just this, like, outlier. If I truly want them, I'd probably have to go take them over myself. But for the time being, despite them not liking me very much, I have mutual defense with them, and it's fine. My next research that finishes is satellites. The US is actually ahead of me. Like, looks like they're kind of far ahead of me in the space race. And quite frankly, I don't know how that happened. But, oh well. I've had a space race thing researching at almost every point.
I think they just started mass producing research facilities.
They do. Like, they're getting way ahead of me in research.
I have the ship that you sent me.
Oh. You started...
Capital ship.
They started getting pumped out?
The Savetsky.
Yeah. Nice.
It's down around Qingdao at the inlet.
They don't even appear on my production anymore. They're so old. But I'm still pumping them out. I'm marked as rank 1 now in research. How is that a thing? The US looks like they're way ahead of me. They have so many researchers I don't.
They are probably researching purely on the space race, and you're
no. They have things in every category that I don't have. I don't get it. I don't get it. Damn, I'm making good money off Sweden right now, coming from my oil. They're paying such exorbitant prices. It's hilarious.
Holy crap! You could say Korea has this little inlet secure between itself and Japan.
Oh, yeah. I've pointed that out before. It's mostly patrol boats, though. I have some non-patrol boats in there, but, like, almost everything in there that's Korean is patrol boats. If you send some capital ships in there, they could start making quick work of patrol boats. But, yeah, that is a lot of stuff to try to get through, indeed.
Well, I would mix capital ships with escorts and some aircraft carriers. North Vietnam just threw me some money.
That must mean that you really need money.
Not really, it's just that I paid off some of the debt. And
ended up with not a lot of
like
money.
290 mil, and they were like, here, have some money.
Yeah, because they thought you needed money.
I just took it, I'm like, okay, pay off the debt sooner. Exploiting the AI.
I don't know if exploiting your allies is quite an exploit. I've sold so much oil to Sweden that they've actually started liking me. That's kind of funny.
But will they lean towards this side?
Yeah, they're already heavy fucking NATO, so doubt it.
L'orso mangia il topo. L'orso mangia il topo. Il.
You get one more naval fab and you'll be on par with France and the US's naval fabs. And the only one past them is me. Land, you just need 5 more to equal the US in fabs. And the only one past them is me. Australia and Greece have made an alliance. Why Greece? Why does everyone want to be allies with Greece?
Yeah, my GDP per capita is low. It's almost 1/10 of the world's average.
Mine is still just barely trailing behind the world average. I've moved from like ranking number 43 to number 36 in the ranking though, so it's getting up there. I am finishing so many military unit design researches. Spetsnaz infantry, Yak-25 MR patrol, AS-5 Kelt ASM missile, bunch of random ass shit.
Yeah, I did some actual calculation. I'm roughly at 1/9 of the world average.
With my inflation, I'm gonna stay about where I am, probably, maybe move up a little more in the ranking, but around the world average, no.
I'm trying to stay well below the world average.
Why?
Because that means I get better deals.
It also means you won't make as much through taxes.
I'm slowly raising my stuff up. Time to get my GDP per capita up there then.
You don't have to intentionally skyrocket it.
Oh,
I'm
not.
I'm just saying, don't. There's no reason to snicker like, hey, I want to be the worst developed country in the entire world.
I would say worse. I'm saying around the 30 to 40 percentile down at that lower point. But yeah, I'm slowly boosting.
Even with colonies on, if I scroll to the bottom, I still see your country. And most of this screen right now is colonies. If I turn colonies off, you were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You were the 7th worst.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Hell, the colonies make you look a lot better off than you are. You got some poor ass people. India is making themselves look like they live a life of luxury compared to your people.
Korea's doing better than me.
So is Vietnam.
Wait, I gotta fix this. I can't have Mongolia doing better than me.
Are they actually? They don't even have any fucking money. How are they doing better?
They're at 276 GDP per
Yo,
capita.
Mongolia is just some broke ass bitch.
And Tibet has 270.
Oh.
Holy crap, even Muscat and Oman has 267.
It's almost like most of the world's not some broke ass bitches like you.
You know what? Watch my GDP per capita skyrocket now.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, even with the whole crappy lifestyle that my people seem to have, I'm still getting people in my country. And it'll get better as I improve things.
I mean, you're getting people because more people...
The births are the reason.
Are you actually getting anybody with those rates? Holy shit.
With births.
Maybe a little bit of people every year? Maybe a small amount?
Give me a minute.
Yeah, maybe just a small amount, but like, I don't think you can boast population growth when that many people are leaving and only that many people are entering. People are running away from your country, almost in the double digit of millions every year.
Hold on, I'm doing the math on how much I get per year.
Oh god.
I'm getting 636k per year.